Alright, so we're going to try this video again. I had a video earlier and I had a woodpecker squawking in the woods behind me. I had a dog that was trying to get through the fence to get the woodpecker. The lighting was really harsh, and I did a video. I thought it was kind of good and took it inside and started looking at it on the computer, and the lighting was just terrible, terrible. So here I am trying again, which is kind of ironic considering the topic that I want to talk about tonight. I had an idea rolling around in my head for, I don't know, about a week and a half now, and just an occurrence of events going on has got my brain going, and today I think kind of solidified the whole thing, and I'm like, yeah, I have to do a video about this. So what am I talking about? I am talking about planning for when your plans don't go as expected. You know, uh, you can have plans and lay them out and think about them, but if something is going to go wrong with those plans, it's just not going to work out perfect every time, right? So you come up with contingency plans, contingency things to do. So maybe you're going hiking and camping for the weekend, so pack up your tent. It looks like good weather and everything, and you get out there and you start hiking, and all of a sudden it's pouring down rain, right? So maybe as you were planning, you could have thought, well, maybe the weather's going to get bad. I'll pack a rain suit or raincoat or whatever, and be prepared for that. Which is fine, and it might be a reasonable thought. But when you take situations and you look at them, you can't plan for every possible scenario. It's just too much. You're going to end up paralyzing yourself and not doing anything, right? So maybe you start planning for the most common things, and you plan, you pack, you prepare, and do around that, and it still may not be good enough. Still things may go crazy or haywire, and I kind of had that happen. Like I said, today was teaching, and was talking to the guy coordinating the class about a week and a half ago, and he told me there's a group that wants to come in today and use our range area, and they're going to film a commercial and all this and that. And we're trying to coordinate times, and I'm telling him what our schedule is, and we're working around that, right? And he tells me that they're going to need the range area between maybe 12:30 and 1. And I'm like, okay, if there's any way we can push it to 2, I'm covered, because that way if anything goes wrong in the class, somebody tips over a bike, I have time to document that and get back going with class. And if it's earlier, we can manage, but it's just not going to be as convenient. And so talking to him, I'm like, can you check to see if you can push it back to 2? He's like, yeah, let me check and let me do that. And I don't hear from him, and so I don't know what's going on. I show up at the dealership, and they tell me they don't know what's going on. He's not there. He decided to go off for vacation. Great. But the dealership now is telling me, yeah, they're planning, me to be off at 11:30. I'm like, ooh, that's a big difference in time, and am I going to be able to do everything? And and just like I said, things don't go as planned. Even that wasn't planned totally. It's still some flexibility, but even that flexibility didn't go as planned, and it ended up that I wasn't able to complete one exercise by the time they needed to get on the range. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe if they're all off by 3, I can get this one more exercise in. And no, that didn't happen. So here I am left now with how to handle this this not going as planned, this unexpected thing. And what I've learned and what I've really thought about these past couple days is, what's the best tool, what's the best method to handle when things don't go as planned. And I think it comes down to the best thing you can do for yourself is just to remain calm, and don't freak out, don't panic. Most of the time it's not the end of the world, and a lot of times there are workable solutions, but it's a matter of remaining calm and thinking about the options, right? So like take the camping incident, you didn't pack your rain gear, it's raining, you know, you can still go hiking and maybe get wet and come back and dry off, or you can just maybe sit in your tent and, you know, find something else to do, play cards or do something else. And, you know, it's raining, you know, and it's just a matter of enjoying a different experience and doing something as an alternative. And, you know, so I look at tomorrow now. I have one exercise I got to fit in, and well, I'll do it. I'm not sure exactly where I'll fit it in. It'll be the morning, and we'll see how class is going, and it'll go in. They'll get what they need out of it, and we make it happen. But again, it comes down to, I think, just remaining calm, not freaking out, and this is the end of the world, and I don't know what to do. But when you approach it that way, I think you open up the opportunities and the thoughts to the creativity to come up with alternatives. And how else can I do this? What else is going to work? And I think that's the key. Again, you can try to plan every little contingency. You're not going to catch them all. Something's still going to go wrong. And just remain calm. Take it in stride. Things happen. They're, again, not the end of the world, but you make it work. And by remaining calm, the ideas come to you, and different scenarios come to you, and you can think them out. And one scenario may appear better than the other, and, you know, it gives you that chance to handle it and move on with it. So that's kind of what I got for you tonight. Just don't expect your plans to go as planned. Expect the unexpected. I know that's, you know, that's kind of cliche-ish or whatever, but when that happens, approach it calmly, approach it methodically, and think about it, and you'll get it. You'll figure it out. You'll have a great time anyway. So there you go. That's what I have for you tonight. Hopefully future plans start going a little more as planned and not so off the tracks here, but we'll deal with it. We'll make the best of it. So I hope you have a great evening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.